Yo, 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 what's the dealio, y'all? What's the dealio? How y'all feeling? How is everybody doing today, man? Life is good. Life is a blessing. All right. We a little bit early today, so had to knock it out early, man. We gonna go over the market. We gonna go over what happened, and we gonna go over what's gonna happen tomorrow as well. All right. Tomorrow we got Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, so we got 0 days. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that started. All right. QTZ, what up? How y'all feeling? Hey, if you guys are tapping in, be sure to like this video. All right. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Okay. So, what we are gonna do is we're gonna go over. What up, Eddie? Made it to another live. What's up? What's up? How you feeling, Eddie? All right. So I'm gonna let a couple people hop on real quick, man. We hit IWM today and Nike. All right. IWM and Nike was the move today for me, right? So it was a good day in the market. All right. So as you guys are tapping in, be sure to like this video. Okay. Let's get them likes up as y'all tap in. All right. Yo, Cortez, what up? Cortez, you've been killing it, bro. I've been seeing what's going on over there. Yo, Mike. What up, Mike? How you doing? How you doing? So, yo, Doc. What's up, Doc? All is well in the world. Life is a blessing. Life is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? What up, Cortez? All right, y'all. So check it out. As you guys are tapping in, like this video. All right. My M, I hit IWM and Nike. All right. Takuma, St. Vincent. What's up? LPHD. What up? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Tanviri, what's up? He said I got cooked by IWM 0DTE, faked out. Hopefully I can get my money back and then some. Hey, pay attention to the watch list, right? So look, right? Look. So this is important, right? So watch this. Let me break this down for you guys. All right. So if you're in the Discord, what's up, newbie Maddie? Eddie is in Houston. All right, so check this out, y'all. All right, look at this. Okay. All right, so I told you guys right here. Right, I said we gapped up in pre-market on IWM. If we get open above 263.49, that's going to be a 2 up on the day, on the daily time frame, which will make it a 3-2 bullish continuation, right? It could come down, but what did I say? I said calls above 264.22, all right? Calls above 264.22, all right? That's what I said on IWM. What happened on IWM today? What happened on them? They got above 264.22 and then they blasted off, right? So it's like you just got to follow the levels, right? You got to follow the teachings. It's right there, right? Now watch this. I also said right here, I said layup drill, y'all. I said Nike puts 65.03, right? Nike puts below 65.03. We had a bearish bar, 3-bar yesterday on a daily, and we got a bear flag right here on the 30-minute. Y'all see that bear flag right here? Okay. This was yesterday, right? Bear flag, right? I told you guys 65.03 below puts, right? And then look what happened. I even put it in here, right? I closed this position at 25%, right? That was at 643. Within the first 15 minutes of the market, I was good, right? So it's like you gotta just pay attention to these levels, y'all. All right. If you're in the Discord, you just gotta pay attention to the levels. All right. If you're not in a live trading group, be in a live trading group. Okay. Until you are fully ready to kind of like, be solid on your own, follow the tutelage. Okay? We're here to help you out. What up, Zay? All right. So if you guys are just now tuning in, man, be sure to hit that like button. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to go over everything today, right? We're going to go over levels, SPY, IWM. And we also going to find some setups for tomorrow, which is Friday. All right. So we did have a little selling pressure today. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. Things really could start to sell off tomorrow. That is a possibility. All right. So don't be shocked if we start to come to the downside. All right. So with that being said, man, let's get it started. Let's get it cracking. All right. So, Marquin said, I have a much higher respect for them order blocks. I know it's been, but they might do it tomorrow, bro. Because Oracle did the same thing last week, right? Oracle did the same thing. Look at last week, right? Last week, on a daily, right? They was struggling all week. There was an order block here. And then out of nowhere, it popped up on Friday, right? So, and it rejected at that resistance level last Monday. So, Apple could pop up. All right, so we got to see. What up, Jamie? American Clip said, my wife said you must have hit a banger. You got your... Hey, hey, man. I'm a humble guy, you know what I mean? Like, I got my hair done on Tuesday. On Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you already know we got a banger for you. All right. Hey. So look, y'all. We gonna get it popping. Let's look at SPY real quick. I think they said it closed higher today. They was flat. SPY had a red candle it's a failed 2 up. Okay. SPY is on a failed 2 up today. So I don't know how it's a green day when it opened here and it closed here. I don't know how it's a green day. That's interesting. Well, I think it's that's weird. But so SPY is on a failed 2 up. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna show you guys what's popping. All right. So what up, Burpee Boot Camp? Burpee Boot Camp. Hey, and let me say this, man. Shout out to all the family members that be watching these videos with everybody who be watching, right? So shout out to the spouses. Shout out to the moms, right? I know Pam, she said she'd be showing her videos to her mom too. So shout out to everybody who knows somebody that's trading that be watching these videos too. All right. So I feel like we all building a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that, man, for real. Yeah, Don Chi. What up? I gotta remember that. All right. So look, we got SPY right here. All right, so we got a failed 2 up today, y'all. All right, we got a failed 2 up today. So this is very simple, right? We didn't get 2 all-time highs. We rejected a little bit lower. We did create a lower high, right? So with that being said, we're gonna say if we could get above 695.50, you could enter in the calls. $695.50, right? You can enter in the calls. All right. And then if we come below 691.20, you can enter in the puts. All right, so puts below 691.20. Puts below 691.20. All right. Puts below 691.20. Calls above 695.50. Now, if we get below 691.20, we could come down to 689, and then we could come down to 687. All right, so we got 689 and 687. These are the next areas if we break below the 691.20. All right, so $2 increments from 691 to 689 to 687. All right, so that's where we could be coming down to if we do come down. Now, do I know what's going to happen? No, but this is what I'm looking at. And then we got IWM, right? They have on a 2-up candle, but as you can see at the end of the day, they did sell off a little bit. Okay, the last hour and a half they sold off, so they went from 266 down to 265.42, right? So they dropped about $1.20. All right, about $1.20. So let's go to the levels for IWM next. All right, my sister Bean right here. Hey, what up, sis? Cortez, he said I shared that herb video with Dad. Hey, there we go. Get Pops on it. I gotta get my Pops on these herbs. He still be cooking fried chicken and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What up, Drew? How you feeling? Y'all rocking? Did y'all like that herb video today? If you like that video on herbs, let me know. Right? I want you guys to understand that I really want to make videos that are going to help you in your life and not just make money, right? I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys change your life from the inside out. And that's something that I always say. So, you know, I think that you guys kind of could understand and see now. I have a lot of other things. I have a lot of other things that I want to share with you guys, right? So in due time, it's going to come out. All right. Good evening, family. Palantir. There we go. Forever Free Fitness. What time do you trade at? I mean, the first hour, usually. We usually catch something, and then throughout the day, if I see a setup, I'll take it. So yeah. And then a time frame, I like the 30-minute time frame. That's usually my go-to is the 30-minute time frame. All right. He said, plan on making my list tonight. Getting that. There we go, Adam. Yeah. Hey, cleanse everything out. You know what I'm saying? Cleanse everything out. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel more powerful. You're going to have more energy. You're going to feel like you're not in just a routine as much. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like you're in control of your life. So yeah. Gorgeous one, she said, yes. Also sent herb video to my son. He's in the health. There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I really want to help everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Just from my perspective, things that I know work for me. So yeah. So we got IWM right here, y'all. All right. So they did sell off right here. So we got a couple support levels that I want you guys to pay attention to on IWM tomorrow. All right. So your support levels. Are gonna be right here at 265.07, and then the next one is gonna be 264.15. All right, so these are gonna be your pullback areas, and then also we're gonna say 263.44 just in case. Okay. And then, yeah. So we did gap up slightly, right? Super small gap up, but we did gap up nonetheless. So they could bring it all the way down just to fill the gap, but we do have to see. All right. It made a little double top right here, right? So these are going to be your areas of support right here. If it does get above the high at 267.04, we can say enter calls. All right, so we're gonna say calls above 267.04. All right, calls above 267.04. All right, and then these are gonna be your areas for pullback, for pullbacks to bounce. If we get below 263.32, or even like 260, if we get below 263, you can enter into puts. All right, like really puts. You could get into puts up here and write it down, but just so you guys know the range, right? Puts below 263. All right. Puts below 263. All right. So this is IWM. Okay. We got some pullback areas right here. It says support, but let me put pullback areas. All right. Pullback areas instead. All right. So these are areas where it could pull back to. And if we get above 267.04, you enter into calls. All right, and then we should break out into a new range. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense on IWM. I already went over the SPY. All right, 30 minutes takes serious patience. Absolutely, it definitely does. What site do you use to order your herbs? I go to Sprouts. If you don't have a Sprouts, you can get them off Amazon. You just gotta certain brands. They're in the kitchen right now, but you can get them off of Amazon. Sometimes I have to get certain things off of Amazon if the store doesn't have them, but I go to Sprouts. All right, that's the place where I go. All right, but it works, and I'm glad I'm using it. Yeah, that 30-minute time frame is definitely serious. All right, 30-minute and hourly is serious. So, so yeah, I mean, it definitely will help you with not getting faked out. All right. It will definitely help you with not getting faked out. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're about to go fishing real quick. All right. We're going to find some setups for tomorrow. In the meantime, if you guys have any like questions about anything, drop them in the comments as well, and we could chop it up. All right. I'm chilling today. So yeah, if you got any questions, man, drop it in the comments about whatever, right? And in the meantime, we're gonna find some setups. All right. Hit IWM for 82%, 50%, 20% SPY. Oh, you went crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to that. More rec, more EEC. Shout out to that. Said 30-minute bay. Yeah, 30 minutes is smooth. Nard, he said, I've been locked in on a 30-minute and hourly. Yeah. Yeah, that 30-minute and hourly is a beautiful situation. You know what I mean? I know it's not, you got to be patient, but it's going to be worth it, you know? The more patient you are, the easier things become in life, right? So just keep that in mind, right? Do I use the 5-minute? Sometimes when I'm on an entry and I'm scalping, but I'm still looking at the 30-minute, right? I'm still looking at levels on the 30-minute. So today had a continuation of the two straps. Do you stay in as long as you see the two up candle? So it was a 3-2 candle. If you are, so it does depend on like candlestick anatomy. I don't really know what you're asking specifically, Candy. So that question is kind of like confusing. What about Baba? Let's look at these Chinese stocks, right? Let's see where they at. Let's look at Baba real quick. All right. So let's see. Let's see. So we got this order block right here and right here. So This 3 bar could push it up, but we're in between buyers and we're in between sellers. So we really got to see who's stronger at this point, right? The time to get into Alibaba was really right here, obviously, right? It's obvious after it happened, but this is why I always say enter in trades before it is obvious, right? When you enter in trades before it's obvious, you're able to capture the move. If it's obvious, then it's too late. All right, so from here to here is cool, but there's these order blocks right here, these fair value gaps. So it's going to be hard to get above this area to get to this order block right here. All right, so it still can happen, absolutely, but you kind of got to play a little bit of a different game now. All right, so that is Alibaba. All right, so today IWM had a continuation of the 2 straps. Do you stay in as long as you see it to? Yes. Yep, Candy, you do. All right, so let's go fishing, y'all. Let's go find some setups for tomorrow. All right, let's go find some setups for tomorrow. We're gonna say, all right, so Celsius still been hovering right here. So if we get above here, then Celsius is good money, but it's on a failed 2 up, so it could come down and test this 9 EMA or this area of liquidity. So we got to see. Okay. We got APLD. They're on a failed 2 up, but look at the 30-minute. What do you guys see right here? Tell me. Tell me what you guys see right here, y'all. Let me know what you guys see. Put it in the comments. He said, did you see CRML? No, I didn't. I didn't even see them. What do y'all see right here on the charts, y'all? Talk to me. Put it in the comments what y'all see. I'm going to tell y'all what I see, but I want to know what y'all see. There we go. Right? Double bottom on APLD. Okay? We got double bottom on APLD. Right? So as long as we hold above, right here, above $35, then we got a double bottom. And then if we start pushing up and we get above 35.51, you can enter in the calls. And then you could ride it up to 36.24. All right. On a small stock like this, that is massively worth it. With options, you could make a killing with a dollar move on a $36 stock. All right. So we got APLD on a double bottom on the 30-minute time frame. On the daily, it is a failed 2 up, right? But we have a double bottom, which is a bullish pattern on the 30-minute time frame. Okay. So we got APLD. I like that setup right there. I'm going to put that in. All right. So LD. All right. See how APLD is on my list almost every day. We got double bottom on a 30-minute. All right, so yeah. So we got a double bottom on a 30-minute on APLD right here. All right. What else we got? What up, Joy? How you doing? If you guys are tapping in, if you guys are watching and you haven't before or whatever, be sure to like this video, all right? And then also not like this video, but subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every single day, I'm bringing you guys life-changing information. All right, life-changing information. So, what up, Mr. Colorado? I hit Nike too, y'all. I told y'all about Nike yesterday. All right, I hit Nike for 25%. Um, he said, "What up, Angie?" He said, "Thanks for the Carvana play. Let's see what Carvana did." Oh, did it? It didn't come down yet. It's about to though. It's about to. We on a bearish one bar right here. All right, yeah. Carvana's about to come down. I think we might see a red day tomorrow. Honestly, y'all. I think we might see a red day tomorrow. Honestly, I'm gonna do my best to listen tonight, but if not, I'll run back the replay. Appreciate the learning. Nah, for sure, Patrick. Yeah. Let's do QQQ real quick. Give y'all levels real quick for QQQ. Boom. All right, so we got a failed 2 up right here. So I think that QQQ could be coming down. Honestly, I think that the market came up today, gapped up, and then it kind of came down. I think we're going to have a continuation tomorrow. So I think Friday we might have a sell-off, honestly. I think I think the market going to be bloody tomorrow. That's just what I think. I could be wrong, right? But calls above 629.98, right? Shit. We're going to say puts below 620.77. All right. Puts below 620.77. Hold on. Yeah. Puts below 620.77. All right. If we get below 627.7 tomorrow, then we could be coming down to 614, right back down. All right, to retest that. It looks like we have a clear route down to 614 on QQQ, honestly, off of this failed 2 up. We look, last time we had a failed 2 up right here, look what happened. We came right down to 614 the next day. All right, that was 2 days ago. Today we got a failed 2 up again, heavy selling pressure, so we could be coming right back down to 614. That is what it's looking like. All right, so puts below that. And then, let's see. We got to get above like 624 to go higher. So 624.67, we got to get above there to go higher. So yeah, playing them to the upside, you got to be a little careful because they could reject, especially after having a failed 2 up on the daily. All right, so that's just something to pay attention to. All right. What up, 919 News? Think we're going to come down to go up? Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I think tomorrow is going to be a bearish day, honestly. I hope we gap down and we just go crazy I hope the market drops. I hope SPY drops by 2%. And I hope everything drops with it because I'm in a lift put right now. All right. I hope Lyft drops by 3% tomorrow so we could get 100% off of that trade. All right. So hopefully a bounce first. So that must mean you in some calls, Motorcycle. You in some calls, ain't you? I know what that means. Anytime somebody say, I hope the market go up first, I know they in some calls. Anytime somebody be like, I hope the market drops first, I know they in some puts, right? That's just how it be. So I feel you. I definitely feel you. I get it. I get it. So let's see what else we got. On the daily, we got Google. Google came down today. They on a failed 2 up as well. All right, so Google is on a failed 2 up. They could be coming down, to 325. If Google gets below 330, they coming down to 325. So we're gonna put Google on a failed 2 up. Amazon, 1 bar, area liquidity, so they could go up, but I'm not going to play them. Intel failed 2 up right here. 2 failed 2 ups back to back. So I'm going to put this on high watch right here. Intel failed 2 up. All right. We got MVO. They came down. I've been trying to find a good entry on these guys, but I haven't. So I don't like all these buyers sitting right here, so I'm not gonna mess with that. We got Hood, came down crazy today. What else? Forever Fitness said I hit Nike. There we go. Joy said I'm in Apple Puts. There we go. Jamie and calls. Yeah, I know how it is. Hey, Forever Free Fitness. Are you happy you joined the Discord earlier this week? Cause I see you smacking stuff. I see you smacking stuff. So I'm playing both ways based on the sector. That's fair. I say anything pullback for a trap. SPX to hit 7,000 and SPY to hit 700. I've noticed smart money on SPY levels. Loves the 10-point bull runs. There we go. Yeah. Listen, I'm okay with a little quick pullback. All right. I need left to get in the money real quick. I got it out till next week, but I needed to get in the money. All right. Natalie, she said I need Nike to drop. Let's look at Nike real quick. I wish that I don't know how you down on it, Natalie, cause I smacked that thing in the first 13 minutes of the market. First couple minutes of the market, right? I knew it was coming down, so I got in a little bit early. But yeah, look at this. Honestly, like you shouldn't be down if you had your entry properly. Because if you look at the 30-minute, right, look at this. Bear flag right here. I told you guys if it doesn't, it could pop up to 65.80, right? And it did. It popped up a little bit, right? And then it rejected. Once you saw it reject, it didn't even come up here. Once you saw it reject right here, not even at pre-market highs, you could have took entry, right? So I got in right here, okay? This is where I got in on Nike, right? Came down, popped up. I got in up here, and then I was able to write it down to here, right? Within the first 15 minutes, I was done, right? I got 25%. I got out of the money contracts as well, right? It was at 65. I got like 64 or 63 strike price puts, right? Spreads were a little bit wide, but they did what they did. All right. So honestly, you should have been able to get in and out of that trade within 20 minutes max. You should have been able to smack that. All right. So we're going to keep working on those skill sets so you guys can know when to enter, so you guys could be in and out of these trades and you don't have to hold them. All right. But yeah, that was Nike, man. That was a beautiful one right there. I called that this morning and it played out to perfection. All right. Billy, I already went over IWM. So just so everybody knows, I go over IWM and I go over SPY early on in the morning. I mean, not the morning, in the beginning of this live every day. And then after that, I go over stocks and setups. So if you come on 30 minutes in, I'm already going to be done with IWM and SPY. So you got to watch the replay. All right. Right now, yeah, Carvana spreads do suck. But if you get the spread, if you get the stock, because look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about Carvana. Watch this. Watch this, OG, right? We go to Carvana, right? On average, they move $19 a day, okay? On average, they move $19 a day. So if you know the direction that Carvana is going to be moving in, and let's say they've only moved by $2, you know most likely they got another $12 to $15 of movement. That $12 to $15 of movement is going to make up for the spreads being horrible, right? So they sucked, but it was a consolidation day today. So they didn't really move too much. They moved $14, right? But they only moved 76% of their ATR, right? So if tomorrow we got a 3-1, if they drop below this one candle, 458, and they come down to 450 and then lower, right? If they come down, then you know, those spreads will make up for that with that movement that it'll come down to. All right. So that's the thing about Carvana and wider spreads. Because Nike today, their spreads wasn't the best, but I was still able to hit that because I got a little out of the money, and then I got a nice move on them. All right, about like a 60-cent drop. All right. I watched the two-strap method in the AM and tried it to apply to silver for up entry. There we go. There we go. Casey said YouTube be late with the notifications. That's why you got to join the Discord so you know exactly when we going live. All right. Shout out to, I know if I'm not mistaken, Casey, you said you started using the strap method and you've been killing it, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think I remember seeing you comment that. All right. So we got Intel, like I said, Hims ain't doing nothing. They just playing. Lulu. OKLO is on the 3-bar. OKLO could come down pretty significant. They could come down about $84, so I'm going to put OKLO on my list. 3-bar. All right. 3-bar bearish. What else we got? We got Dell. Failed 2 up. She said, yep. Okay, yeah, that was you. That's what I'm talking about. We got Nike. So Nike could be really coming down to 61.95. So I'm gonna put Nike on my list again for a bearish continuation. All right, bearish continuation right here. All right. Motorcycle. So I got calls. Oh, damn, man. Hold on. Let me go to OKLO. Damn. You must have got in when it was too obvious, right? Yeah, you got to join the Discord, Motorcycle. Come on now. Look at this. Look at this right here. When did you take entry? You probably took entry last week on Friday, huh? Or right here. You must, if you got in right here, you would have took profits up here. So I know you entered on Friday, didn't you? I know you entered. You had to enter on Friday. Because if you got in anywhere before this day right here, you should have took profits up here. Right? Okay, good. So listen, ask questions about certain swing trades, right? Because like that's what the Discord and the community is for. Ask questions so that way, you know what I mean? Like you could get insight, right? Don't just do things on your own because somebody could help you. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So you say you got in at 93? Yeah. Yeah, you got in when it was not bad. Well, that's not bad. You would probably have break even or you down a little bit, but I would have took profits up here. Right? But it's all good. We'll get better. All right. We got Affirm. They on a 1-bar. We got Apple, 1-bar. Oracle. Oh my goodness. AMD. Look at AMD. Massive liquidity grab. I'm going to look at AMD to the downside. All right, liquidity grab. We got Palantir. Look like they coming down potentially, but we're going to see. We got Netflix. Netflix look like they really trying to break below this $87 level, right? If they break below here, then they coming down to like 85. Yeah, I'm going to look at Netflix to the downside, y'all. Netflix to the downside. All right. What else we got? She said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I love y'all." There we go. Forever Fitness, Forever Free. She said, "Canceling all other channels." There we go. Yeah, lock in. And that's the thing too, y'all. When you have too many like discords and too many voices, you end up running in place, right? Because you listen to this person, this person, this person, this person, and you ain't locking in on one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, learn how to lock in on one thing, y'all. I can't stress that enough. Learn how to lock in on one thing. You feel me? When you learn how to lock in on one thing, you actually are able to become more successful faster. All right? One thing, one strategy, like lock in on that one thing. Right? So if you rocking with the TPC, then come rock with the TPC. If you rocking with me on YouTube, then rock with me. Right? Like you gotta learn how to focus your energy. You see what I'm saying? Because when you doing everything, you know what I'm saying, too many things, too many voices, this person saying this person saying this person saying this. Right? So you gotta figure out what is the trusted voice, and then you just gotta go all in on that. You see what I'm saying? What's up, pullback premiums? All was well. Smack Nike today and IWM. So smooth day, right? 20-minute work day for me. Took a morning nap, hit the gym, recorded videos, got some work done. Life's beautiful. All right. Joy, she said I canceled mine. There we go. Yeah, lock in, y'all. Focus, right? Focus is an underrated skill set, right? Most people can't focus. All right, so we got Netflix to the downside. Got Nvidia. They look like they trying to come down. Shopify. Let's go. Shopify, they own a one candle as well. These Shopify puts look nice. If we get below 157.45, we could come down to 153. So I'm gonna put Shopify to the downside. We got a bearish one candle. All right. I like this setup only if we come to the downside because we have no support all the way down to 153. So I really like Shopify to the downside. All right. Uber, Carvana, Tesla, SoFi, Lyft. I swear, yo, Lyft look like they are trying to come down. If we can get below right here, Lyft is going to sink. All right. They came up today, rejected again. Right. If we get below here, they are going to sink, y'all. All right. So I'm just waiting because they're coming lower right here. You see this little downtrend right here? I'm in the swing until next week. So I'm looking for a big move to the downside on Lyft. All right. We got Circle. You talking about Dollar General? Man, here's the thing about Dollar General. Their spreads suck. Their spreads suck. I hate Dollar General spreads. They be having some nice setups, but their spreads are absolutely horrible. Unless you swing them and they make a big move, it makes sense, but their spreads suck. Pullback premiums. He said, I'm getting out of Lyft calls tomorrow. Damn. I just got in some puts, right? They should print. If not tomorrow, next week, I think Lyft is going to print, okay? Look at Lyft on it. Let me show y'all Lyft, right? Look, this is why technical analysis is king. Look at Lyft right here. We got a 3-bar bearish. We got a 2-bar right here, and the week ain't over yet, right? If we come below here, and then look at the monthly. Look at the monthly. We got a bearish 1-bar. Now, we do have an area of liquidity at about 18.15, where it could bounce, but I mean, it's looking pretty bearish, right? Look at that. Look at that downtrend right there. All right. So yeah, Lyft ain't looking the most bullish right now. We gotta wait until we get a confirmation to the upside. All right, but I'm really hoping that this bear flag pans out because it's been consolidating since December. We almost in February now. Right? So Adobe, SMCI, Pan W. Ooh, if Pan W gets gets below 186.33, then we could definitely come down. Right? I'm gonna look at Pan W to the downside as well, because this thing could definitely sink. 3-bar. Bearish. All right. 3-bar bearish. VRT. MRK. APP. Googs. Marvell. Now this looks like a double bottom. I talked about this a couple of days ago. Let's see if we got bullish divergence on it. Do we have bullish divergence? No, we do not have bullish divergence. So, not yet, OG. I ain't get there yet. AVGO. AVGO could come down tomorrow. They could come down to 334. We could get a $10 move on AVGO tomorrow. SoundHound, XYZ, they've been coming down. Microsoft, Delta, Citigroup. I'm gonna look at Citigroup tomorrow because they're on this 1-bar right here. Right, so Citigroup, we got C. 312. Bullish. What's up, Liz? All right, we got DoorDash, got UAL, IBM, got CRM, ANET, rejected, gold. Look at this chart, y'all. I hate how this looks. You can't do nothing with this. You know what I'm saying? FedEx. If FedEx gets below 312.13, then they could come lower. But until then, nothing. Okay. If you guys are watching this, man, be sure to like this video. All right. Like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. Let's get to 100 likes. You feel me? I don't even know who K-Lac is. TSM. Oh yeah, TSM look like they could be coming down to fill this gap tomorrow. So I'm gonna look at TSM. TSM failed 2 up plus gap fill. All right. Failed 2 up plus gap fill. Okay. Boom. So yeah, this looks really good. So we could come back down to 329. All right. If we get below 337, then you could enter in the puts and you could ride it to the downside. All right. This could definitely be a home run if you let it. But we gotta see what happens in the morning, because obviously we don't know what's gonna happen. So we gotta see. All right. If you guys are watching, remember that nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. All right. Nothing is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to go talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right. Appreciate that, Mark Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork make the dream work. Feel me? Yeah, Rocket Lab came down today. Silver, what did they do? Silver is on a failed 2 down. Okay, so they came up. But Rocket Lab, RGTI, Oscar, QBTS, Iran. Iran looks good. IREN, they got a bearish 3 bar right here. If they get below 50, 89, they could be coming down to like, shoot, 45. Let's go look at the 30-minute or the 2 hour. It could be bouncing right here, but yeah, we could be coming down to $46, $45 on IREN. So that looks kind of good on a daily, honestly. Looks pretty smooth. What else we got? Rocket Lab. All right, so they consolidated. So with Rocket Lab, they look like they want to continue to go up. So they came down today some. So if they get above 92.32, then you enter in the calls, or if you in a swing, then it'll keep printing for you. Right, it'll keep printing for you. But yeah, that's where Rocket Lab is at. It actually looks pretty good to the upside. This is a 3-2, and then we could go up here and then create another 2-up candle, and then make a nice move to the upside. All right. So MU was up today. MU is a crazy stock. They just don't stop. MU is actually on a bull flag right now, so they look like they about to continue on if they don't start to come down. It's on a weekly. So what else we got? I think that's it, y'all. So what I'm gonna focus on tomorrow. Is gonna be Netflix to the downside. Netflix to the downside. TSM on that gap fill. And then I like those Shopify puts as well. Okay. Those are going to be my 3 focuses. And I'm going to also put Nike on that continuation to the downside, because I liked how it moved today. All right. So tomorrow, I'm looking at Nike puts. I'm looking at Shopify puts. I'm looking at Netflix puts. And I'm looking at TSM puts. All right. That's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? If the market goes up and I see it's changing, then I'm going to change my bias, right? I don't really have a bias, but I'm going to change how I operate. But it's looking like we're going to get some continuation to the downside. That's what I'm seeing. Whenever I see a whole bunch of bearish 1 candles and a whole bunch of failed 2-ups, and I'm seeing it like on almost all stocks, then I know that we getting ready to come down, right? So yeah, that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking like we're going to come out. We may pop up, and then we may reject, and then come down. But it's looking like we're going to come down. So I'm just trying to trade high-quality setups, high probability setups as well. So that way I can make trading easy and simple. All right? So do y'all have any questions before we get up out of here? If y'all got any questions, let me know right now. All right? If y'all got any questions, get ready to ask right now. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Of course, QTZ. Hey, man, shout out to QTisha, man. I know you over there killing it, right? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know what's going on over there. So, hey, salute to you, QTZ, for real. All right, QTZ she been in the collective since literally day 1, day 2, you know? So, shout out to QTZ, man. Liz said Tesla. I'll go over Tesla real quick before we get up out of here. I know y'all love Tesla. All right. We got Tesla. Where you at? Right here. All right. So we got failed to up. So if they get below, if Tesla gets below 437, 437.22, you can enter in the puts. All right, and then you could write it down to about 434. If it breaks below 434.26, it could come crazy. It could go way lower, right? Like 430. So yeah, right there below that, right? Off that failed to up. Now, if it does go higher and it gets above 445.29, then you can enter in the calls. All right. Lift puts out the gate. I'm not gonna say out the gate, but you gotta read price action, right? Because it could pop up first and then it could come down, right? So you gotta read price action. Core weave. Core weave is looking like, ooh, this looks like a beautiful setup. I didn't even see this one. This is a 2-up candle, but shit, puts below 94.09. I'm gonna put this on my list too, core weave. This one look crazy. Puts, gap fill. All right. This is a high quality setup right here. So I'll say puts below 94.28. And then you could write it down just to right here, 93.07. But then it could come all the way down to this area of liquidity potentially, or this 50 EMA right here at 87. So, because it just rejected off of this area of liquidity right here, right? So it got some liquidity and now it rejected and it pushed down. So it's either going to retrace this wick or it's going to start to come right back down. All right. So yeah, that's what I would say to that. All right. Absolutely, Liz. All right. Chris Giles, he said, what video do you recommend for better understanding on the strap method? I have a whole strap method playlist. All right. A whole strap method playlist. So all of the videos on the strap method that I made so far are on this playlist. So what I would say is I would go to my YouTube, right? I would go to my YouTube right here. And then you see this right here, the strap method. I would click right there. And then boom, we got the ad, but I got all the strap method playlist videos, right? So I got 4 of them that are specific to the strap method. Just watch this playlist. All right. I actually have one more that I have to add into the playlist. It's 1 candles. But yeah, just go to my strap method playlist, y'all. All right. Already did Shopify. All right, already did Shopify. Just go back and watch the replay. All right. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. You guys have a great night. All right. Get some rest, get some sleep, rest up, and we're gonna smack the market tomorrow. All right. All y'all have a great day tomorrow. Okay? Y'all have a great day tomorrow. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? Y'all have a great night. I'm going to holler at y'all in tomorrow's video. Y'all stay smooth. Peace.